Working in retail during the pandemic. What a fun time. What an amazing time. What a great time to grow and build and learn as a community. You know, it's a pandemic. We're all going to come together. We're all going to have a great time. We're all going to respect each other's boundaries. And we're going to come out the other end of this better people in a stronger society. Oh my God, imagine I believed that. Imagine that was the truth. That is not the truth. Working in retail during the pandemic has been the opposite of uplifting and inspiring. It has been soul crushing. It has been absolutely intense from a workload perspective, okay? From just like a general what you have to deal with perspective to the kinds of things customers say to you and the kind of words that they call you because you can't let them use the bathroom. Okay, working during the pandemic has been nothing but a pain in my fucking ass. And I know if you've been working in retail during the pandemic, you're feeling the same fucking way. And I felt so crushed by this that last Friday, I just up and scooted away. And I'm not the kind of guy that just up and scoots away from a company. I've been with this company since 2008. I've been giving it my goddamn all. Yes, there's been some ups, there's been some downs, but I've grown with this company. And this company has always been there for me, and I've always given my 1,000,000% to them when I'm on the floor, when I'm doing the thing. And last, March, when it was like, hey, you gotta close down all the stores, and then we were like, all right, cool, 3 months off, whatever. We come back, it's a whole new fucking thing that we have to deal with, and then the customers just do not give a shit about any of the new things that we have to do behind the scenes, any of the fucking policies that are coming down, because the big bosses are like, hey, the science, we got new science, the science means 1 mask, the science means 2 masks, and we're just like, we gotta try to explain this to customers. Hey, there's gonna be a couple weeks where everything's back open, so everybody's gonna think, hey, bathrooms again everywhere, we can go to concerts again, and then it's my responsibility to be like, yo, dude, no, we actually have to close the bathrooms again, and then you're gonna call me the F slur like every single day because I can't let you use the bathroom. That is harassment, okay? Plain and simple, you're coming into a store, I'm just enforcing the rules that the people above me say that I need to enforce, and you're gonna call me these hateful words? Then why don't you just fucking punch me in the goddamn face then? Oh no, I'm gonna go take a shit in the fucking alleyway then. What do you want me to do? You want me to piss here in your doorway? Nah, dude, nah. You gotta do what everybody else in the whole goddamn city is doing, and you gotta stay the fuck home, and you gotta do what we're all doing. We're pissing in our own goddamn toilets right now. And that's not even only the beginning of it, okay? This is just like such a fucking soul-crushing thing from the very top that I just had to fucking start all over again. And the point of this video is for me to process this kind of stuff. I'm gonna read an article, I'm gonna give some goddamn commentary over top of it, because who knows, maybe by the end of this, everything will make sense to me. Because this is not any sort of like privilege or anything. I didn't just get to walk away from work and like get off scot-free. That is not how this works. There are consequences for what I did. There are people that were affected by what I did that I feel tremendously awful about, by the way. But I need to figure out some stuff, and I'm just not quite there yet. I have some of it figured out, but not all of it. So hopefully this video and this gushing of just intense emotion will help me get to the end of this friggin' rainbow, and I'll have an answer that I can have for my own goddamn life. So let's read this fucking article. What am I gonna read? I'm gonna be reading this article that came up on The Guardian by some guy named Michael, okay, journalist. I don't normally like journalists, but journalists are gonna get the shine today on the program because I'm gonna be reading one of their articles called Coffee Making Robots, Starbucks Staff Face Intense Work and Customer Abuse. And I have firsthand experience with all this, so I thought I'm gonna give some commentary, I'm gonna give some insight as I go through this goddamn article. Let's go see what he has to say. Some workers at Starbucks have described understaffing at stores, intense workloads, and customers who have changed their ordering habits and become increasingly aggressive and confrontational during the coronavirus pandemic. That is right. I have people calling me the F slur that would never have called me the F slur before, okay? Now, I grew up in a place where there were people, mainly of the hick variety, that would call me that F slur. So I have like a bit of a thick skin for it, and I could just like, water off the duck's back, whatever. But when it's an everyday thing from people that are just pissed off because you can't let them use the fucking bathroom, or you can't let their whole family come in because their family's like 10 people, and you have a limit of 5 people in your store, they're like, no, this is one party. We just count as one. No, we have space, okay? Like cubic square meters worth of I'm getting riled up. We have physical space and we don't have enough room for you. Sorry, we're just gonna shit all over your doorway. Okay, yeah, it's been insane. Throughout the pandemic, Starbucks workers from around the US have faced several reported incidents of being verbally abused or physically assaulted by customers over coronavirus safety protocols. And that's just it, man. It's just like what the science is saying. And they're like, hey, we have the science for this, we have the science for that, and you guys have to explain science to the general public. The general public doesn't want to know anything about friggin' science. They want a goddamn latte, and they want it yesterday. My good Christ, let's jump back in. In March 2021, Starbucks shareholder rejected the executive compensation plan for CEO Kevin Johnson in a non-binding vote, as dozens of corporations have boosted executive pay while many of their rank and file workers have struggled during the coronavirus pandemic. That's right, they close all these fucking stores, lay everybody off because they have no goddamn stores for them to fucking work in, and they're still raking in the money because these Starbucks customers, just because their store no longer exists, doesn't mean that they're no longer Starbucks customers. They're gonna find another Starbucks. So I'm in an area where there used to be 4 Starbucks, wait, 1, 2, yeah, there used to be 4 Starbucks, okay, that would, facilitate all the orders for this whole part of the town, but no, 2 of them closed down, and then 1 of them on and off because of, like, isolation or whatever, and this is insane workload to put onto 1 store, but 4 people, or 4 goddamn stores used to handle, is now going through this little tiny store that used to make $2,500 a day back in the before times. Absolutely manic. Many Starbucks workers say their pay is still too low for what has become more intense work. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to get into like the whole pay thing, but yeah, there's really no amount of money that is worth being called the F slur every day and then being like, okay, I have 5 people on the floor right now, but oh my god, now 5 people are in my store, so I lose a person from the play, and now I have 4 people on the floor trying to make the orders that used to be made by 4 stores worth of fucking Starbucks people. Now it's all on me, and now any other work that doesn't get done by any of my employees because they're too busy doing the thing, I don't have the people to put in all the places, it's all my fault, guys. Can't do anything about that. Hey, why isn't this done? Hey, why isn't that done? Well, I'm here at the door, okay? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. We have all these people and all these orders, all these Ubers coming through, and I have to just fucking sit here. I have to just stand here and not do the thing that what do you want me to do? It's like safety is the most important thing. We got to keep everybody apart. We got to sanitize all this. And then you're coming in being like, hey, nothing is, I walked out. Like, you know where I'm at with this. I couldn't handle it anymore. But let's see what these Starbucks employees have to say. One of them says, I'm not compensated enough for the amount of work that I have to do because I'm still struggling to pay my bills, pay rent, buy groceries. I've been living paycheck to paycheck, and it's really hard to save money. I give so much of my time, so much of my energy to this job, and the compensation doesn't measure up for the amount of work that I have to do. Yes, the workload is intense, but then it's just like the mental gymnastics that you need to play with yourself in order to make it make sense to you. It's like, okay, I need to go to work because I need to pay these bills, but then this work that is demoralizing in every aspect is killing me and crushing me, and then just giving me barely enough money to keep a roof over my head and eat bread every day. Like, it's friggin' intense out there doing this right now. And then they added, the labor hours we get aren't enough for the sheer volume of orders that we have to produce. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I can't, yes, 100% that. They're asking way too much of us, and a lot of the time, we don't have the people on the floor to do the things that Starbucks asks us to do. Yes, he's saying the thing that I was just saying, so there's gotta be some truth in it. I can't be crazy. This guy can't be crazy. I gotta be making some sort of friggin' sense right now, because I am angry, I am pissed off, I am at the end of my goddamn rope, and normally, I'm the level-headed one. Okay? I'm the one that people come to for advice because I have the experience. I've seen every single kind of situation, and I have the answers to a lot of the different things that we can do. I'm a problem solver out there, okay? But I cannot handle that environment anymore. And it breaks my heart because I love the people that I work with. My customers, normally when they're not being aggressive idiots, the regulars are very nice, very understanding, very cool, very fun to have conversations with, very fun to have around the store. But when all of this other stuff are on your back and you're responsible for it, no thank you. God damn, I have some sort of dignity and self-respect. And not only that, it's literally abuse to put myself through that and not stand up for myself. So I gotta stand up for myself in some way before I come out there and just scream at everybody. Because that was gonna be the alternative, okay? It was either I walk away that day or I come out and I just scream at the workers. I just scream at my manager. I tell every customer that they're wasting my time and they should just go home and piss in their own goddamn toilets. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't have that sort of public of a breakdown. So I'm having a different kind of public breakdown in a more measured way here on the internet. I don't know if it makes any more sense, but hopefully rattling this out is going to help get me to some sort of something. Let's see. Let's keep on going here. The percentage of Starbucks sales through their mobile orders has grown significantly over the past years from 10% of sales. Oh my God, don't even get me started on the mobile orders, and now we have Uber orders, and both of them are like, hey, year over year, we're doing great. Oh my God, yes we are. I'm only one store. I can't handle this. The retail chain also explained delivery service around the U.S. through Uber Eats. Okay, yeah, they're just saying what I was saying. I don't even know if I needed to read this article because I'm just basically saying all the goddamn things that it's saying here. Let's go through mobile delivery. Yeah. Yep, basically coffee making robots. Do the thing, do it faster. We have more fucking customers than ever, less stores than ever, less people to do all this stuff, but way more money. So make all those lattes. How hard could it be? You got the Mastrena 3, don't you? That makes a latte pretty quick. Bang out those lattes, you sons of bitches. And if it was only the lattes, if we were just like a latte and coffee store, man, no problem. You know, you can get yourself into lattes and coffees, get a rhythm going. But no. People are coming in with their TikTok drinks. And there was that matcha chai one that everybody wanted, but nobody knew what the fuck they wanted. They're like, I want the matcha thing, but I want the chai. And then you're like, hey, did you want it sweetened? Because the matcha thing comes sweetened. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, but like the chai is sweet and spicy and the syrup is sweet. Are you sure you want this? Yeah, I'm sure I want this. And then for like a week and a half, it's the most popular goddamn thing in the world. People are so particular about it. They want their fucking cha latte or whatever the shit it's called. And then by the end of the week, it's done. They're on to their next goddamn mango fruity goddamn thing. And now Starbucks is introducing one of the TikTok drinks into the menu. And it's just enabling a culture that is destroying the people that make your stuff. Do you not understand that? Oh my God, 13 years down the toilet because of the coronavirus. This was a goddamn career for me. This wasn't just like a job to have to get me through college. Like, I chose to do this as I make content, as I play music, as I tour the country. This was going to be how I actually paid my bills, was working with this goddamn company. And things have just gotten so intense that I had to just walk away. And now I'm probably just going to deliver food for Uber. I'm just going to go on the other end of this goddamn vicious cycle that is destroying people. But like, I don't know what other choice I have. In Massachusetts, a Starbucks barista explained they are still concerned about the coronavirus, even though they are vaccinated, and their infant daughter is not. But Starbucks is one of several retail chains that is adhering to the CDC guidelines permitting vaccinated individuals to not wear masks in store, though workers have a way of differentiating between customers who are vaccinated and who are not. Exactly. So it's like, if it's okay for one person, it's going to be okay for everyone. They're going to, what are you worried about? I'm vaccinated. Oh, that's just another thing that we now have to fucking police, that we now have to just be on the front lines for because we just chose to be in a public profession serving coffee. It is insane. Meanwhile, the guys at the top are just like dancing in their money. Hey, yeah, I'm a rich man. I'm making lots of money. Make it rain. Make it rain from all your vicious sweat and blood and tears that is coming down. And I know it's not like the horror stories from Amazon where people are like pissing in the corner because there's no breaks. That's not the kind of like cruelty that we're subjected to. It's a whole different thing, and it's inflicted on to us by the public and because of this science that we have to just now present to everybody and run our whole stores like this. It's insane. I don't know if I have like a solution to how they should do this in a better way, but I don't know, man. There should be a better way other than like crushing the people that are working for you right now. I'm not paid to come up with these kinds of solutions, but you gotta, my opinions and my feelings are valid because what I'm going through on a day-to-day basis is not cool. I don't think you, Kevin Johnson or whatever your friggin' name was, if you showed up to your office every day and you got called the F slur by just some guy who came in and didn't like your suit and tie or whatever, that would not fly with you. You'd have that guy fucking castrated right there on the spot. So don't fucking tell me that it's okay for me to get called the F slur on a daily basis when you know that that's cruel and that's harassment and that's bullshit. And I'm not gonna like turn around and be like, oh, time to do another incident report, because it's an everyday thing and it's a different person every time, and who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? People are just gonna move on. But this is me coming out and saying it, that it happens very frequently, and the people that say it typically wouldn't say it, but then there are like mean people that are holding things back, that are just waiting to call somebody that. And so I don't take any of it personally, and none of it is actually that hurtful to me. But on a day-to-day basis, when you're getting thrown that word, it like becomes normalized in your brain, and that's fucked up. I shouldn't have to normalize being called that in my brain. That's fucked up. These orders are driving us insane because they're so long, so specific, and it requires you to do so much more than you would do for a normal latte or any other drink, this one barista says. And yeah, she's just going on about the TikTok things, and like I said, this thing is just mirroring what I'm saying. Now, last paragraph. A Starbucks spokesperson told The Guardian in an email, oh my God. Our 200,000 partners across the U.S. are the best people in the business, and their experiences are key to helping us make Starbucks a meaningful and inspiring place to work. Oh, tell me more. We offer world-class benefits program. World-class is like a trademark term, by the way. That's also another corporate piece of crap. For all part-time and full-time partners, and continued support for partners during COVID-19 to care for themselves and their families, and we continue to have an industry-leading retention rate. Yeah, retention rate, because everyone's scared to death. The stores close. People have lost their jobs. What do you mean retention rate? Is retention rate based on like quitting? Because if it was based on firing, I've seen so many people just lose their jobs over the last year, that this line coming from a spokesperson, I wish they gave me your name. Oh, I want to call you out, spokesperson. That is a load of horse shit. All of that is just corporate bullshit that's just been spewed out of your mouth so you can say it to an article so it can get typed up and make you look good. Because the people, what you claim to be the best people in the business, and their experiences are key. If our experiences were goddamn key, maybe we would be the best in the business, but you don't make us feel like our experiences are key. We're just a pawn in your game, okay? That's all we are to you. You're making so much goddamn money off of our work, off of our everything, that I find it to be quite not only offense, I couldn't do it anymore. It was demoralizing. I've never felt so like rejected as a human being that I had to leave. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I have to go talk to my manager. I have to go talk to people. I have to apologize because I did not want my actions to actually affect them in any way. And I know it created more stress. I know it created more work. I know it made everything that I'm talking about in this article like magnified times 100, just me not being there. But these are the harsh realities of this world right now, and I have never been more just like responsible for my actions than I am right now. I have to work hard as hell just to keep this roof over my head, and I don't know what doing this is doing anyway, okay? I lost my mind. I read this article. I gave my piece. I don't know. I was as personal and as honest as I could be, and I'm going to throw this on the internet. I don't know for what hope, and for no other reason other than for me to just like get this out of my system and hopefully process this in a way that I wouldn't normally be able to process. Because I wasn't able to like yell this at the people that I was talking to about it. I had to be like reasonable and logical, but this was my opportunity to just like let rip and see what the fuck happened, because I need to know what to do next. And my back is against the wall, Starbucks. I love you, even though like I will make fun of you for all this sort of stuff, but I've loved you in the past. You were so great to me for all these years. But whatever this pandemic has done to you is killing me. And I would love nothing more than to continue on with you. I would love to be your spokesperson, okay? Why don't you give me that job? Did you like this video? Did you think this video was well articulated? Maybe I could be your spokesperson and I could go out there to the media outlets and just scream at them for an hour. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I know it was like a little bit self-indulgent, but maybe you got something out of it because maybe you work in the pandemic. Maybe you've experienced some bullshit in your own life. Maybe it was a little bit cathartic to just listen to a guy just freak out about it for a bit. But if you have anything to say about it, let me know down there in the comments. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe for more, even though most videos aren't like this. Most videos are shit posts and music videos, but yeah, that's a story for a different time. See you next.